Greg Pruitt was dynamic. A Texas native, Pruitt was a multi-sport athlete at BC Elmore High School in Houston, playing whichever sport was in season, with baseball, football, and track being his fortes. Initially a quarterback, his coaches switched him to wingback and receiver his senior year with the hopes of improving his recruitment odds. At 5'9", 140 pounds, he didn't exactly fit the mold of a typical football player, much less a signal caller. The position switch would prove wise, as he would have a stellar senior season and garnered attention from the University of Houston, Wyoming, Utah, and Oklahoma, where he ultimately committed. Originally signing as a receiver, Pruitt would once again be asked to change positions, after offensive coordinator Barry Switzer converted the Sooners to the wishbone offense mid-season. A system predicated on having more running backs than receivers, Pruitt would be demoted from starting receiver to backup running back. Having worked so hard to earn a spot as a starter, Pruitt had a tough time adjusting, and even contemplated transferring at one point. However, after discussing his frustrations with his mother, cooler heads prevailed, and he changed his mind. The decision would end up paying off, as it wouldn't be long before he got his chance. After starter Everett Marshall went down with an injury, Pruitt was asked to carry the load. He managed to average 5.4 yards per carry and score 7 total touchdowns in limited action during his sophomore year. Fully comfortable in the wishbone offense, Pruitt would take flight in 1971, rushing for a staggering 1,760 yards and 18 touchdowns, with an absurd 9 yards per carry average. He finished third in Heisman voting and was named a unanimous All-American. Injuries would unfortunately limit Pruitt the following year, but he still averaged nearly 6 yards per carry, earned All-American honors once again, and finished second in Heisman voting. A projected first-round pick in the 1973 draft, Pruitt expected to reunite with his former college head coach, Chuck Fairbanks, who was hired by the New England Patriots after the 1972 season. Moreover, the Patriots also had 3 first-round picks that year, and were in need of a running back. Shockingly, New England not only passed over the undersized back 3 times, but used one of their picks to draft Sam Cunningham, a 6'3", 230-pound fullback. Pruitt felt slighted. The one person who we'd never expect to hold his size against him did. But Fairbanks wouldn't be alone in his thinking, as Pruitt would fall to the second round despite his standout college career. The Cleveland Browns ended up selecting him 30th overall, with hopes of him replacing future Hall of Famer and soon-to-retire Leroy Kelly. Used largely as a return specialist his rookie year, Pruitt quickly built a reputation for his versatility, finishing the year with 369 rushing yards, 110 receiving yards, 633 return yards, and 5 total touchdowns in 13 games. He earned his first Pro Bowl selection, and the Browns finished 7-5-2. Pruitt would build off his impressive rookie campaign with another Pro Bowl season in year 2, ending the year with 1,769 all-purpose yards, the 4th most in the league. By year 3, he would become a full-time starter, seeing his role as a running back expand significantly. He tallied his first of 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons, and became the cornerstone of the offense for the next several years. From 1975 to 1978, Pruitt averaged 1,028 rushing yards, 41 receptions, 351 receiving yards, and nearly 6 touchdowns per season. While his individual accomplishments remained steady, the Browns lacked success as a team. A fan favorite, Pruitt was not only beloved for his outstanding play, but also his patented tearaway jersey, which was eventually outlawed. He also gained notoriety for his appearance and victory on the TV show The Superstars, which was an annual athletic competition that tested the skills of top athletes across different sports. As he aged, injuries began to accumulate, and he ended up missing a majority of the 1979 season, which paved the way for a younger Pruitt named Mike to take over primary ball-carrying duties in Cleveland. The older Pruitt saw his role evolve into that of a third down specialist for the next 2 seasons, one of which ended in a heartbreaking playoff loss to the Raiders, a game which became known for an infamous play call in the last minute called Red Right 88, which led to a game-sealing interception. Ironically enough, Pruitt would be traded to the Raiders a little over a year following that loss. He managed to revive his career as a returner, and even turned in another Pro Bowl season in 1983. That same year, he would finally reach the mountaintop, as the Raiders went on to win the Super Bowl against Washington, 38-9. He played one more year before retiring in 1984. In 12 seasons, he amassed over 13,000 all-purpose yards, and 47 total touchdowns. Discounted for his size his entire career, Pruitt used speed and agility as an equalizer. A huge Jim Brown fan growing up, Pruitt followed in his idol's footsteps and etched a lasting legacy in Cleveland. I want to thank you for watching, and I would love to hear your thoughts on Greg Pruitt and undersized running backs in general.